All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Scenic Canton. We've got Junior Cats facing off against the Arrowheads. We'll call them Arrow.
What happened with the dollar?
We've got, just dislocated. Looks like we've got full boat today. Colton isn't here. Best wishes for him and his recovery. And forgive me, I don't know all the names of the kids yet by heart. I can't pick them out from a distance or out of a lineup. So I'll do my best, but we'll see how it goes. Over here on the Arrowhead side, we've got 5, 10, 15, 17 skaters, 2 goalies. We just saw one of their sister teams play, and they got, it was a good game. Looks like we'll do 2 25-minute periods. No switching of the ice. Goalie's down there. One of them's rocking the True pads, and the other one's in the Bauer Supremes. So we'll see which one we get first. There's Bowden in the Bauer Vapors, and Ryan in the Bauer Supremes. It's a nice stick he's got there. I think that's a Vapor. Ryan played really, really well last weekend. Excellent couple of games. 7-3 in the first and missed the second one, but I heard it was a similar score. Got Coach Woody on the bench and no refs yet. So we're winding down on the warm-ups, but we can't do anything until the judges show up. And here they are. So it kind of looks like we'll see Bauer, Supreme goalie, in net. And the refs are going to check out the nets for errant pucks. And we'll get set up for a face-off here in just a couple minutes. Sorry also about the portrait streaming. I have an Android device, and Facebook does not allow Android to stream in landscape. But I'll work on getting access to an iPhone device for next time. Or for next weekend, maybe, or weekend after. So we've got 22:30 on the clock. Bowden's going to be in net. Little goalie handshake there. Ref is going to put the pegs in. Running just a little bit behind schedule, but that's fine. I think that suits us well. Looks like Stewart, Keeler, and Butler on forward. No, that's Kwong. And Casavant and Stewart on defense. So Kwong, Keeler, and Butler. Kind of getting a little restless. The other team's dragging their feet. Keeler on the face-off. Face-off is won by Arrow. Back D-to-D pass in their own zone. Harassed all the time by Kwong. Back into neutral ice. Passing it forward. And dumped into our zone. Stewart with it. Trying to wrap it around. Get it up the half boards. Gets it to Keeler. Keeler trying to peel it. It's intercepted. Kid winds up right into Bowden's blocker. Up into the back glass. Casavant with it now, controlling behind our goal line. Over to Stewart. Arrow's coming around and then shouldered off the puck. Brilliant job. Now Arrow's back around the other way. That should go for ice. And they're waving that off. Navari pulling it around. Taking a look, gets it to Keeler. Keeler pulls it for Butler. Butler forward. Now to Kwong. Kwong loads up by the edge of the circle. Can't get it down towards Keeler as it's deflected by a skate. Arrow the other way. 3-on-3. Into neutral ice. Deflected. And Gunner takes it away. Gunner sets up. Takes a look. Gets it up to Butler. Butler makes entry on sides. Trying to move it over to Keeler. It comes off the stick over to the half boards. Now behind the goal line. As Arrow sends it up around the boards. Dez shoulders a man, takes him off the puck, but the puck comes out to our zone, and that's where Gunner has to take care of business. Over to Donati. Oh, centering pass. Bowden has to make a quick save off the blocker. Rebound right in front. No dice for the Arrows. Now Barnes trying to pull it. Gets deflected. Back the other way, courtesy of the Arrows. Setting up. Centering pass by the mid slot. Puck comes out, and then right into Bowden's glove, shot from the point. And a little extracurriculars in the slot after the play. Defensive zone faceoff with 20:36 left in the first. 0-0. Donati on the faceoff. Faceoff won by the Cats. Back to Casavant. Casavant around net. Trying to get it up to Morris, who's waiting on the half boards. No dice. Shot from the point. Deflected towards Bowden by Stewart accidentally. No save necessary as it trickled wide. Now at a neutral. Corralling it was the Arrows, putting it up their own way. Flung to space, gloved out of the air, but ends up on our stick. Stewart able to take the kid off the puck with a shoulder. Finished off by Donati. Donati trying to move it up the boards. Ends up centering. Deking back around, now behind the goal line. Controlled by Arrows. Coming up to the hash marks. Stolen away by Morris brilliantly. Now into neutral ice. Put down deep by Barnes. It goes for a change. Morris with a stick lift. Keeps the Arrows off it. Now just past Keeler. Now to Stewart at the point. Trying to get it down. Intentionally wide. Comes back into neutral. Kid tries to homicide the ref. And now the puck controlled by Keeler behind the goal line. Keeler trying to move it forward. Ends up intercepted. Now up to Kwong. Kwong gets shouldered off the puck, but Butler is there. Shoots, stick, save, goalie. Puck ends up on the skirting. Now controlled by Keeler. Keeler fires from the edge of the circle, but it's right into the thigh of a player. And now Arrow the other way through neutral ice, 3-on-2. They wind up, zero angle, can't quite make it. They go around the horn, up to the point. Shot on goal, deflected high and wide. Now Dez, moving around the goal. Up on the skirting, Morris takes it. Kid comes around, almost got the puck on his stick there by the edge of the circle, but luckily Morris was there. And centering pass, nice tip on it by Kwong. Goalie read it and slid, doing a split up into the netting, no further play. That was a great play, cross crease pass, waiting back door. Goalie doing a split. Need more of that. 18:25 left in the first, 0-0. Sorry if this is annoying. On the face-off is Donati. Kind of a draw, put directly on goal by Stewart from the point, gobbled up into the bread box. Offensive zone face-off again, 18:20 left on the clock in the first. Donati. Face-off, Donati got a stick on it first, but it was kind of a draw as it went toward the half-boards. Now up to Stewart. Stewart winds up, gets deflected up, hits back glass, leaves a dent. Puck comes around the other way, over to the other corner, trying to put it up towards the point. Donati keeping it neutral. Now Arrows move it into neutral ice. 2-on-2, puck comes off his stick because it's got just too much lift in that sauce pass. And Junior Cats move it out to neutral ice, where Barnes makes entry on sides. 1-on-2, slips it towards goal, it's deflected wide. Stewart checks his man to the corner, takes him off the puck. Cross ice pass, finds nobody at all. Arrows enter, dumping it deep. Casavant controls. Casavant moving it up, trying to get to Morris. Put back down behind the goal line. Stewart is there. Stewart puts it up the other way. Centering pass defeated by Casavant. The puck vanishes into thin air. And they'll have to try and figure out what happened to it. The refs don't know. Now they're looking around to see if anyone else knows where the puck is. They're going to give up and do a face-off. It's kind of a draw. Arrows try to pull it, but Kwong is there. Gets it to Navari. Navari coming in, trying to behind the back pass. Can't quite get there. Shot on goal is deflected. I think by Dez. Now puck out into neutral ice. Courtesy of Keeler. Keeler firing, ends up in the shin of a player, deflected wide, cross crease pass, nobody home. Now Keeler behind the goal, looking for an exit. Arrow take it away. Arrow moving forward, 3-on-4. Skied into the far corner. Dez sets up and checks the man off a puck, but Arrow come in to claim it. Arrow in a forward battle with us now. Coming around, zero angle shot, shoulder save Bowden. Rebound shot right in front. Another backup save, and then rebound steered to the corner. Casavant with it. Goes around the horn. Takes a look. Can't quite get it out to neutral. Now it is, though. And Arrow back the other way. Casavant with it. DDD pass. Stewart moves it off the glass up and into neutral. Comes right back in, but everyone's offsides. Put it down deep. North of the red line, so no ice. Barnes with it, trying to center just as he's past the post. Can't get there. Stewart from the high slot. Trickles it towards goal. It's deflected in front. Now Arrow with speed, right into every white jersey. Makes it through to the middle of the slot. Leaves it for a player who gets steered towards the corner. Now Barnes with it. And we'll have... I'm not sure what the call is. I think it's a matching call. They got a little tied up, but I didn't see anything offensive. We'll wait for the hand signal. Interference and roughing. So it'll be 5-on-5 at 15:20 left in the first. They're not going to put any time up. Well, they will put time up, but it's not going to matter. It's the first whistle after 2. Oh, this is my least favorite clock. This is like the clock that's in the gut. And we don't know how to take penalties off, so it's just going to have to go. I hate those. They're really difficult. Or at least I guess they're different. Most rinks will have the All Sport 5,000, 2,000. These are that other weird system. Keeler on the faceoff, won by Arrow. Centering pass defeated handily. Now out into neutral, going long the other way. That's going to go for ice, and it does. We'll have a defensive zone faceoff with 15:09 left in the first. That was Dez defeating that centering pass. There was a kid waiting back door too. It was very, very good. Keeler. Face off one by Arrow, but Keeler moves forward and takes it away into neutral. Keeler trying to steal it towards Butler. Can't quite get there as it's poked away. Arrow now with it behind the net. Drop pass for his pal. Moved up. Can't get it to neutral as Navari keeps it in. Stretch pass. Kid puts himself off sides, but it didn't make it there. Next, thanks to Dez anyway. And Keeler checked after the whistle into the bench. Bit of a dangerous check. Almost into neutral. It's a good check. Keeps him off the puck. Centering pass defeated by Keeler. Now over to Butler. Butler makes entry, but he skates directly into 4 black sweaters. Ice is waved off. Gunner controls. Gunner passes up towards Morris. Morris to Kwong. Deflected off his boot. Keeler streams ahead. Protects the puck, makes entry. Winds up. Glove save goalie. That was headed towards the corner. Or the crossbar post. Donati on the faceoff. Barnes and Morris. Faceoff, a bit of a draw. Kicked back for Morris. Now steered ahead. Behind the goal line. Arrows are able to move it around and up into neutral ice. Gunner with it, time and space, moving it forward, ends up intercepted as he was looking for Morris' stretch pass. Barnes with it by the red line, leaves the puck behind. Dumps it deep, and now the Arrows control behind their net. Kind of delayed there for looking for a way to pass it, and allowed the Cats to catch up and wrangle the puck away. Up to the point, Casavan puts it in. Looked a little bit offsides, but nobody said anything. Now Arrows moving it around. Kid waiting at the blue line, but no one saw. Makes the red, dumps it deep, goes for a change. Puck carrier is checked, but it ends up in the corner with another player. Centering pass, kid streaming towards the slot, no dice. Bowden with a quick chin save. And he ends up tangled up with a player in the crease after the puck comes out into neutral. Oh, and that's an almost too many men on the ice as the pass was towards somebody who was opening the door. Middle of the slot, slid on goal, stick save Bowden now to the corner. Puck comes around up to the half boards. Stopped in place and batted back down. Top of the circle, edge of the slot. Directly into Bowden's glove, but it comes over, not hold on to. Puck up on the shelf. Dez takes a shoulder, but the puck momentarily stays away from someone who can shoot. Keeler looking to harass. Bowden sticks the puck towards the hash marks. Now moved out into neutral, thankfully, and everyone's got a clear. With 11:44 left in the first, both kids are paroled after nothing happened. And we're going to have a central ice face-off. Possibly because the ref realized that no one touched the puck, so maybe it shouldn't have been an offsides, but it's difficult to say. Kid comes edge of the circle, now the hash marks down behind the goal. Shouldered to the boards by Casavan. Puck comes out. Now neutral, Kwong in a race. Trying to get it on goal. It's deflected down. Now to Butler. Oh, and centering. There it is, a goal. Centering pass by Butler. As Keeler was streaming towards the slot. Right by the level of the hash marks. Shot beat the goalie over the glove. Or kind of between the glove and the pad. And it's 0-1, Cats up by 1 with 11:19 left in the first. Donati on the face-off. Morris and Barnes. Face-off won by Donati. Back to Navari. Navari moves it over to Stewart. Stewart up to Barnes. Now to Morris. Morris zigs and zags, makes it to the top of the slot. Backhanding attempt goes just high. Donati in a board battle. Ends up coming out for Morris. Morris circles around. Gets it to the corner. Very energetic play there. Keeps the puck in the offensive zone. Arrow move it out. Kid streams ahead, making entry on sides. Holds up by the hash boards, tries to put it down. Stick is slashed out of Stewart's hands, no call. The evidence was right there. He didn't try to hide it or anything. And now we're going to have an offsides face-off with 10:36 left in the first. 0-1, Cats up by 1. And everybody's lining up in the wrong place. Or no, I guess the ref is pointing them back the other way. Keeler, Butler, Kwong. Keeler on the face-off. Ref with some guidance. Face-off won by the Arrows. Kid takes a stumble. Ollie Kwong almost able to capitalize. Puck comes out in neutral anyway. Now it's a 2-on-1. Kid comes through, edge of the hash mark, steered aside. Right into Bowden's dangler, shot from the edge of the circle. Puck off the glass into neutral. Kid pauses, he can't make entry yet. Navari behind the goal, taps it up the boards, ends up on the stick of a arrow. Centering pass gets deflected. Ollie Kwong the other way, makes entry on sides. Deeks goes towards the corner, gets shouldered off his skates, but retains the puck. Keeler trying to get it centered. Can't quite get there. Now there's a wrestling match with hopefully a holding call, I'd think. And I think that's what it's going to be. Kid was holding on to Ollie's stick. And they tried to open the wrong penalty box. And it's a rough, so it's not a hold. 9:53 left in the first, and we're on the power play for the first time for 2 minutes. Butler, Kwong, Stewart, Navari, and Keeler. Face-off won by Arrow, but Butler able to retain it. Butler moves it up to the point. Navari over to Keeler. Keeler's shot is just high and wide. Rebound comes out into neutral and all the way back into the Cats zone. Navari with time and space, looking to set up. 1:41 left in the power play. Draws a man in, gets it to Butler, enters onside, shot from the high slot over the net. Rebound is right in front as it bounced right back. Arrow control behind their net. Over to Keeler behind the net, behind the boards. Shot on centering pass, shot on goal, pad save, goalie. Now a diving play to keep it in the zone by Kwong. Ends up in neutral anyway. Butler dropped pass brilliantly as he draws a man himself. Keeler with it, edge of the hash marks, now down behind the goal line, looking for a centering pass on a tour of the zone. Screaming towards the slot. Backhanded attempt defended by the goalie. Now over into the corner. Arrow wins the race and tries to put it up the boards. 44 seconds left in the power play. Keeler controls in neutral. Keeler makes entry on sides. It's a 4-on-2. Leaves it for Morris. Shot. Glove save. Goalie. Now Donati able to keep that kid from making a tear on goal. Keeler makes entry. Comes up to the high slot. Shot is just wide. Centering attempt. Well defended by the goalie. He sticked it to the side, but realized that he was in danger and covered it up. 21 seconds left in the power play. Offensive zone faceoff with 8:14 left in the first. There's Live Barn 2, which probably has a better video feed, honestly. So that's always an option. Donati on the faceoff, won by Arrow. Arrow move it around. Sky it to space. Now in a foot race, Arrow speeds ahead. Able to control it in the corner. Checked off the puck by Casavant. Now into neutral. Over towards Dez. Dez shoulders his man, takes him off the puck momentarily, forcing him behind the goal line. Has to go all the way around. Up to the point. Kid winds up just wide. No save necessary. Up to the other point. Off of a shin as he was trying to get it down. Barnes called in for a change. 7:32 left in the first. Arrow set up. Harassed by Morris. They makes an exiting pass. Just goes wide, comes out to Gunner. Gunner sets up. Trying to tap it forward, ends up with another player steered aside again by Gunner, so no save necessary by Bodum. Shot on goal deflected by Kwong. Well defended there. Barely on sides. They're able to get it down deep. Now Butler trying to steer it towards the slot. Out to the other corner. Arrow controls. Up the boards. Centering pass. Stewart steals it. Oh, but taken away by Arrow. Now one-on-one. Gunner defending. And chips it away. Trickles past the goal line. Keeler steals it clean. Picks his pocket. Sauce pass just over Butler's stick, but well away from Arrow. Keeler now. Drops it for Butler. Clever pass. Nobody saw. And now Arrow trying to set up again the other way. Kwong with the stick lift keeps him from making a pass. They have to dump it deep. Off the glass. Comes out to Butler. Butler gets it up towards Keeler. Keeler edge of the circle shot on goal is deflected just wide. Turns into a tumbling muffin. Keeler centering pass behind the back finds nobody as Arrow got there first. Stewart wins the race, gets it to neutral. Arrow's got it clear, and it's a 3-on-1 the other way. Kwong to Keeler. Back to Kwong. And it was a give and go. Kwong, Keeler, back to Kwong. Backhanding as he's coming across the crease. Goalie was splayed down. No way to defend against that. You've got a back and forth, doesn't know where to go. And it's 2-0 with 5:48 left in the first. Donati, Barnes, and Morris. Donati on the faceoff. Faceoff won by Donati. Back to Casavant. He's got Stewart there as a D partner. DDD pass. Moved up to neutral. Chipped out of the air by Morris. Ends up with Arrow in their zone. Stewart sets up in neutral. Gets over towards Morris. He touches it, so it's no ice even if it goes to the red. And up and out of play. We'll have an offensive zone faceout with 5:22 left in the first. 0-2, Cats up by 2. I'll take an opportunity to pitch this channel. If you have friends who are on Facebook who are interested in joining the group, go ahead and forward the link. I don't know any of the parents on the team this year, so I wasn't able to get the link out to people who would be interested parties. Centering pass over to Morris. Shot kneeling. Ends up steered aside by the goalie's glove. Puck up and out of play. Misses the net and almost hits that lady in the face. Keeler on the faceoff. Kind of a draw. Keeler controls, trying to get it over towards Kwong. Ends up with Arrow. 1-on-2. Draw pass. Shot from the circle is high. Navari moves it around. Out into neutral. Played with a high stick. Nobody cares because Kwong touched it next. Drop pass for Butler. Behind the back for Keeler. Keeler steers it on goal into the thigh of a player. Deflected down. Now Ollie Kwong behind the net. Trying to get it behind. Drop pass meant for Butler. Ends up with Arrow. But they return the favor, and Kwong puts it down. Butler checks him off the puck, gets it to Keeler, steers it to the half boards. Des patiently waiting. Now high slot. Puck magically goes to Keeler. Shots deflected up and out of play. Donati, Morris, and Barnes take the ice. Des and Gunner on D. Donati on the face-off. Face-off won by Arrow, back to their D. Pulls it around the goal. Barnes makes his presence known, but they exit anyway towards the half-boards. Now in a neutral, 2-on-2. Streaming ahead is Arrow. Gunner steers him wide, and that's a goal as the kid shot just... I think that split the wickets point blank just between the edge of the circle and the crease. He had a pass option open, so Bowden couldn't go down quick. 3:54 left in the first. 1-2, Cats up by 1. Keeler on the faceoff, won by Arrow. Arrow putting it up, now in a neutral. Backhand south of the red line, but that's not going to get called. Up to the point. Kid trying to cycle. Gets it down to the corner. Moved off the puck. Trying to steer it forward was Keeler. Can't quite get it to Butler. Skies it right into an Arrowhead player. Arrow comes top of the circle, can't quite get a shot on. Checked off the puck, Keeler has it. Those two get tied up behind the play, and that hits the ceiling as he was skied looking for neutral. Donati, Morris, Barnes. 3:08 left in the first. Donati on the face-off. Face-off won by Arrow. Backhanding attempt towards goal, steered aside. Puck around the other way. Gets it to the point. Steered on goal. Deflected right in front by Des. Des trying to move it up towards Barnes. Gets it to Morris. Centering pass just over everyone's stick as that turned into a tumbling muffin through the crease, or through the slot. That was way offsides. Nobody cares. Shot from the hash marks into Bowden's glove. No further play. Arrow getting into it. Barnes calms things down. Keeler on the face-off. Kwong and Butler. Face-off kind of a draw. It goes to the half-boards. Steered into neutral, almost into the benches. I think that came off a player who was standing there, but that's fine. Nobody cares. Casavant in the defensive zone, now behind the goal, looking for an exit. DDD pass makes it to Butler. Now Casavant up to Kwong. Kwong steers it forward, takes a check for his trouble. Now Arrow behind their net, harassed by Keeler. Puck comes out into neutral, controlled by Casavant just briefly. Arrow strip it away. Can't make a centering pass thanks to Stewart. Brilliant defensive move there. Kept a very dangerous scenario 2-on-1 from developing. Keeler to neutral ice. Moved forward by Butler. That was kind of attempted tripping. Keeler trying to center it towards Butler. Ends up on his stick. And then a mask save by the goalie. He'll be talking about that one all night. Kwong chops to the side, keeping it out of Arrow's way. Keeping it in the zone is Keeler. Comes to the edge of the circle, looks for a pass, finds Butler. Trickled on goal, but there was a stick in the way. Couldn't get everything on it. Comes up to Navari at the point. Navari winds up. Oh, sending it towards Butler. Tipped just wide. That was a great shot. Really well executed. Puck trickles in on goal, covered up. No further play with 1:10 left in the first. 2-1, Cats up by 1. The benches look pretty disparate. It's kind of funny. There's standing room only on the aero bench. Puck comes around now off glass. Morris controls, turns it around towards the forward zone. Leaves it for Barnes. Barnes collects it, edge of the circle, centering pass, makes it to Donati. Steered just wide. Barnes behind the goal, centering pass meant for Donati, ends up with an arrow. Now arrow turned it around the other way. Stick lift keeps a pass from happening. Now Navari in the corner loses sight of the puck just momentarily. Enough for Dez to take it and put it into neutral ice. Wrapped all the way around, and that might go for icing. It does. 18 seconds left in the period. 2-1, Cats up by 1. Keeler, Butler, Kwong. Keeler on the faceoff. Faceoff won by Keeler. Meant for Stewart. Ends up in the other corner by Kosovan. Kwong steering it forward by the half-boards. Gets pushed into the boards. 5 seconds. Can't get a shot off, and it's skied almost directly on goal. 0 seconds. And that's the end of the first. I think they're going to do the ice. We're going to pause. I might have to cut this into 2 separate feeds because I'm not sure that we want to hang out. And we can do an interview. You want to do an interview? You want to do an interview? All right. Nobody? Okay. We will see you guys back for period 2 in 20 minutes.